When I was a kid, basketball was my life. I would go to kid tournaments, I asked my aunt to make me a custom jersey, I drew courts on the ground with my friends, and I hoped NBA players would suddenly show up to use it. It was the bomb. I loved going to watch tournaments, get a ham and butter sandwich, and hang out with my dad and sister. My dad was a national referee, so he would get the best seats, and we would hang out next to the players' locker room. One time I walked with the players and the refs, while my teammates had to wait outside for autographs. I felt pretty badass. I had a little notebook with autographs of random players I barely knew anything about. The notebook had black and white photographs of the best French female players, and I had a pen that was covered in something similar to the basketball skin. I wasn't great, but my dad, who was also my coach, said I had great field awareness. Then I became a teenager. So I was angry at my dad, and I wanted more time to myself, and I quit basketball. I quit being fit too. It wasn't until about 5 years later that I found Quidditch, and finally I had another sport to get excited about. I got fit again. I found a position I could become great at, beater. Hey, I even became a coach. It was life-changing. You'd think basketball is all behind me. But I always wonder what would have had happened if I didn't quit. One thing is sure, I'm not quitting anymore. My place, my heart, my game is in Quidditch. But I still throw the bludger like I throw a basketball. And I still spend hours playing NBA video games. And I still go watch basketball games with my dad. And my sister. In fact, I came to see him play tonight. I cheered for his team. I was the only supporter because it's a small team. They won. At halftime, he came up to me and he asked what his favorite coach thought of the game. I said things about ball control and rebounds and confidence and chants. Honestly, Quidditch chants are better. At the end of the game, I finally took the ball in my hands. I probably hadn't touched one in many, many years. I did a round of the world. It's when you try to shoot back and forth from many different points. It took time. I lost my touch, if I ever had one. But I completed it. I'm not quitting anymore.